All right, welcome with love and light. Namaste, Ashe. Happy, is it Monday yet? Happy Monday morning. All right, so this is a collective reading for the collective, all signs, all signs, all signs. Monday is Moon Day, which is governed by Cancer. Okay, as I say, Cancer, we got the Knight of Cups. That is water, Cups energy. Cancer is water energy. Um, Libra, Scorpio, Ace of Wands, Temperance in reverse, Empress in reverse. Okay. All right, collective. My hands are itchy. All right. New moon energy. The moon is waxing into full. So it waned into dark into the new moon, okay? So we're at the waxing crescent phase of the moon. Okay, so this Knight of Cups energy here, this is not what I wanted to... Wow, this is collective. Your energy is all over the place. Okay, there is a particular energy that I'm really picking up on, really, really strong. Okay, let me just clear the energy. Okay, the squeaky wheel does get the oil. So basically what that means is that some people wonder why the messages resonate while others it doesn't. You know, some people are just like, why doesn't the message resonate? So people have their favorite readers based off the messages that come out, and 9 times out of 10 if the messages resonate, you are part of that reader's collective, right? So you're going to keep going back because it's like this person is telling your story. Okay, so who doesn't want to hear their story being told? You know, especially when it's exposing injustices that are being done to you, or it allows you to see the bigger picture. Let's say a lot of you guys are in relationships. You leave a karmic situation, but your ex just won't leave you alone. And then you listen to these readings and it maps it all out. It tells everything. So, of course, we're going to keep coming back to that reader, okay? Because the stories resonate. And for some of you, you don't like readers that expose what you're doing. So then you become, a troll, you become a karmic in the comments, right? There is someone's energy that is really, really heavy. So we have the Eight of Cups, Queen of Wands in reverse, Seven of Wands, King of Swords in reverse. So basically, someone had to leave, okay? Someone had to leave a situation. With disappointment, right? They didn't want to leave, but they did. This Queen of Wands in reverse, okay? Seven of Wands in reverse, the King of Swords. So this is definitely low vibrational energy. Someone just gave up, being very insecure, okay? They felt like they weren't getting whatever it is that they wanted, okay? Six of Pentacles. You know how when a person gets caught in their mess and they don't want to face it, so they leave? That's what this energy is, okay? So let me just This Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, this is someone whose self-esteem is really low. They got caught in their mess, and yeah, Mars. Mars in reverse is just like Aries in reverse. That definitely is the Queen of Wands energy in reverse, okay? Saturn governs Capricorn, okay? So this is definitely a person. This is not just an energy or just someone's personality. This is definitely a person, okay? This is someone who's feeling insecure. They want to give up. The King of Swords in reverse with the Six of Pentacles. Someone could be an emotional giver and just poured into the wrong pot. We got Leo. And so now they just want to give up and walk away from whatever it is that they did. I'm also picking up on the energy of a thief, okay? This could be a spiritual thief. You know, people, this Queen of Wands in reverse, you don't have to be an Aries, but we got fire and sun, okay? Fire and sun and Capricorn, okay? Jupiter governs Sagittarius, okay? So we got Aries, Sagittarius, fire, so that's Aries, Leo, and Sag. So this is definitely a person, okay? This is not just a personality or the energy of. This is an actual feminine person who, this is misappropriation of funds. This is a thief, okay? So I'm picking up on the energy of a thief who got caught and now they're sad and they're walking away. Okay, it doesn't mean that they stole something like they stole something from the store. But with the King of Swords in reverse and the Six of Pentacles upright, for me, the Six of Pentacles could be an empath, okay? So this could be manipulation. They manipulated an empath, okay? But whatever the case may be, they got caught. They got in their feelings and they walked away. All right, so let's leave that energy right where it is. Okay. Let's leave that energy right where it is. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? What messages do you have for the collective? Let's see what comes out on the dice. So we got Venus. These are my astrology dice. We have Venus, third house, which is Gemini. And then we have Capricorn, okay? Love spell. That's exactly what I'm picking up on. A love spell, okay? Venus governs Taurus and Libra. Third house is Gemini, which is governed by Mercury. Capricorn is governed by Saturn. That deals with time, responsibility, but it also governs Pentacles, earth energy, okay? So this is a person doing love spells. Yeah, the mystic, Neptune, okay? Dreams and spirits. Somebody could be astral traveling. They could be trying to cloak themselves, but it's not really working. The cloaking is not working. This Mars in the reverse, this is like someone who got caught, like they moving too slow. Okay, you know how when you're being sneaky, you're supposed to be in stealth mode. We have Neptune here, Scorpio. Mars and Pluto governs Scorpio, but we have Mars in the reverse. Okay, so whoever's doing the love spells and they're trying to cloak themselves, but it's like they got caught. Yeah, Libra in reverse and the moon, Gemini. Okay, we got Gemini out here twice. Third house, that's Gemini energy, Mercury energy, Libra in reverse. This is someone who thought they were clever enough to, uh, they thought that they did this love spell undetected, but you are detected, okay? We got Sagittarius. Jupiter governs Sagittarius, okay? And Scorpio, 8th house. I'm telling you, transformation and mystery. So the love spell didn't work. You have 3rd house in reverse, 7th house in reverse, and Uranus in reverse. North Node in reverse. This was not something that is, Spirit did not give you permission to do this, okay? Capricorn energy. The Sun. So Spirit successfully blocked this love spell from reaching, okay? Third house, 7th house. Libra in reverse. Libra is out in reverse twice. Venus governs Libra. Venus is out here, okay? So it was sent out, but so, you know, when people do spell work and you're sending out spell work, magic, whatever you want to call it, right? Okay, this person's intention was to manipulate or override someone else's will, all right? And also, they attempted to do a cloaking spell, which they weren't successful. So a lot of people do spell work during the dark phase of the moon, because people believe that if you do dark magic during the dark phase of the moon, then you are undetected. This person was slow. I keep hearing too slow. Okay, so we got the King of Wands and the Tower. Scorpio. It's a lot of Scorpio energy out here. And Sagittarius, okay? So this could have been a masculine, Virgo, the Hermit in reverse, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. See, this daggone 7. The same energy is on repeat. I was trying to read on a different type of energy, but I guess Spirit is like, that's not what's coming out, okay? That's me trying to get a different reading. It's like me trying to, the Spirit is like, no, this is what's coming out. All right, the Ten of Cups in reverse, that's shattered dreams, okay? Like your whole fire and desire just went up in flames, okay? But the Seven of Swords in reverse is somebody getting caught. I'm telling you, the Hermit in reverse. They tried to be sneaky, go undetected. It did not work out. It just didn't. It didn't work out. Just everything just kind of backfired. Like you thought you were causing doom and gloom on somebody else, and it backfired. Yeah, because what you did is not what you were supposed to do. So here's another thing, you know, I tell people all the time, when people do things, okay, there's always got to be balance, right? If things are not balanced, then, you know, spiritual law, I mean, it will just put things back in alignment, okay? As a whole, the universe cannot be in balance as a whole. Uh, I'm hearing ludicrous, when I move, you move, just like that. So if one thing is happening at one end of the universe, something is happening at the other end of the universe, okay? That's just how it is. There is no dominant energy. It's like it may appear to be that way. It just depends on where you are in the mix of all of this. But universal law is just, there's always balance. Now, what that looks like, that's something else, okay? That's something else. Page of Swords. Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this was put to an end. Yeah. So the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, this energy is that's somebody doing something out of their ego, like power tripping. The Chariot in reverse with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, that's somebody power tripping. Okay. They then came up with some type of plan or strategy. I'm getting Virgo. And look, we got Neptune. You again, we have Neptune. Somebody thought that they were strategically hiding or going undetected. I'm hearing too slow, moving too slow, uh, and undetected. Like somebody thinks that they're undetectable. So all the work that they have put in, this is a lot of work of this is troublemaker energy. Okay, this is not. This is somebody who's been doing this for a long time, and they're targeting someone. There is Nine of Swords in reverse with the Seven of Cups and the Death. They've been doing this for a long time. Yeah, they've been doing this for a long time. Nine of Swords in reverse with the Seven of Cups. Someone could be having nightmares, or when they astral travel, they're not actually reaching where they want to go. So there are people who they know how to. Yeah, I cannot. Oh my gosh. The Magician in reverse. There are people who intentionally they travel to the destination of their choice when they astral travel. They're trying really hard to get to this King of Wands. This must be an ex. They're trying really hard to astral travel. Or they could be showing up in this person's dream, but they're working really, really hard. The Seven of Wands, um, the number seven, secrets, um, mastery, control, spiritual work. The Magician in reverse with the Seven of Wands, doing spiritual work, spell work. Okay, Leo energy, Mercury energy. So now they're trying to access this person through their dream state. Okay. They want to see if they are insecure. So, okay, someone wants to see. So somebody's watching. They are. They want to know if what they're doing is working. Wow. They want to know if what they're doing is working. So they're tapping into their dream state. So somebody's definitely, they're not just spiritually spying, but they're in the physical watching as well. Okay, and when I say spiritually spying, yeah, they're doing confusion spells. They're trying to, yeah, they want to see, yeah, they want to see if it's working. They're checking the temperature. They're checking to see if they're unhappy. They may have sent out, little. The Nine of Cups in reverse talks about not being happy, like not even like you have people, places, and things, but they don't do anything for you. They don't do anything for you. It's like you have all these things, but you're still suffering. You're not happy. You're just not satisfied. So they want to know if you're happy. Okay. So some people don't use monitors to check the temperature. Some people actually know how to do their own spine. Okay. Some people, they do. This person isn't married. Ooh. They're trying to stop a love union. Wow. We got the King of Pentacles, the Star, and the Two of Cups. So obviously she is the Queen of Pentacles. You know, a lot of people, you can always tell the type of person that someone is attacking by the type of person the attacker is. There's always a pattern. There's always a rhythm. Okay. Ah, the Two of Cups and the Star, that is definitely a union. We have this King of Pentacles. There's protection. I am picking up, this is Leo energy. There's a struggle between a Leo and a Virgo. Well, somebody thinks there's a struggle, okay? But you have the Three of Swords, the Devil, and the World in reverse, okay? That energy right there, that is someone who intentionally is, they want to inflict pain. Sorry, guys. They want to inflict pain on someone to stop them from you know, people think they have more power. It's like we have the Star energy here. This is divine energy, okay? This is energy that comes straight from the source, all right? This is life-giving energy. If you think you can stop what God is allowing you, something's wrong with you mentally, seriously. Like, because that just doesn't make sense. You think you were created by God and you think that you can outsmart God. You think that you have a spell work out here, or you have an idea or a strategy to stop the hand of God. Like, you're going to stop what God is doing. This is revenge. This is get back. The Devil with the World in reverse and the Three of Swords. This is get back energy. Knight of Wands in reverse. This is get back energy. Somebody is, petty ain't even the word. But this is definitely somebody's, get back. All right, Spirit, tell me more about this Devil in the World in reverse with the Three of Swords. The Knight of Wands in reverse. This person is angry. They are pissed beyond pissed. And the Three of Swords, you know, I'm getting a lot of messages from that because their ego is hurt. Yeah. Ninth house in reverse, they're not learning their lessons. And they haven't built their own faith, okay? They don't have faith to stand on themselves, okay? Cancer in reverse, they could give a rat's ass about anybody. Chiron in reverse, they're not healing. Saturn in reverse, that's Capricorn energy, okay? They're holding a lot of resentment. Like I said, they're not learning any lessons. They refuse to. Capricorn, I cannot make this shit up. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Ninth house in reverse, that's Jupiter in reverse. That's karmic lessons that that they don't want to learn because they don't want to do the inner healing. Chiron in reverse. Capricorn. That's the way they want to stay. Jupiter in reverse. They're in this karmic phase, but they are so Venus in reverse. Yeah, we already know that they're unlovely. Okay. They are trying to cause suffering. Okay. They want to inflict pain and suffering. At first it was on this Queen of Wands, but now it's on this King of Pentacles. Mercury, Virgo. This person could have been opposition intention. This King of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, let me just, who are these people? Because the energy shifted with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. And this Two of Cups. I'm trying to figure out, because the King of Pentacles could be, this could be an ancestor, maybe a father, spirit guide, okay? Oh man, I'm telling you, the Two of Cups came out. I asked who is the King of Pentacles. The Two of Cups came out. We got the King of Pentacles, the Star, and the Two of Cups. I'm asking Spirit, who's the King of Pentacles? Because we have the Two of Cups. So this is a divine union. Okay, Spirit, who's... We got the Ten of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. In reverse. The Queen of Cups. The Knight of Wands. This person definitely has trickster spirit, trickster energy, okay? Because I'm going to tell you right now, this person is good. Because people manipulate energies, right? And a lot of times, people are just like, when they listen to these readings, they're like, no, you got it wrong. I'm not the such and such. They are. But people, you have to understand, this is an energy reading. Okay, it's not just about the cards. It's more than just the cards. It's more than just the cards. Okay, so we have betrayal with the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Lovers. We have the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Cups in reverse. So we got the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse, okay? The World is in reverse again. So somebody is unsuccessful. I mean, we have Judgment here. That's from Spirit, but we got the Lovers out here. The Devil again. This person is... It's like as soon as I tapped into their energy, they're just like, it's like they got a notification bell. It's like they got a notification bell. They tapped in, and it's like I can feel the struggle. Like I can feel their energy, like really trying to even manipulate the reading. But this person is trying to destroy. This person, obviously, I believe this person is gifted, and they just misappropriate their gifts. Okay, they just are. You know, everybody who's gifted, it doesn't mean that you use it for healing, love, and light. Okay, and love and light is not weak. Okay, it's not weak. It's not weak energy, and it's not for the faint of heart. It's not. Okay? All right, so we got the Lovers and the Ten of Cups in reverse. This is an ex, okay? This person is not, this is an ex. 12:21 on the clock. This is I mean, we got Temperance here, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, okay? So, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Chaos, discord, chaos magic. Yep. Chaos magic. What's this card that's hiding? The Queen of Pentacles. Didn't I tell you? Okay. So this Queen of Pentacles, okay, it's like he's even trying to hide her from her person. This person got his fingers in too many damn pots. Like seriously. All over the place. Who has this much time and energy? And you're still, no, seriously. This, let me just tell you guys, this right here, this energy, right, this takes a long time. This is not something that just happened in a day, okay? This is something that has been happening for years. This requires a lot of time. This actually requires skill. So this person, although they're abusing their God-given ability to be a seer, a healer. I just heard something about the voice, okay? Their voice. It's a lot of Gemini energy out here. A lot of Virgo energy. They're both governed by Mercury, okay? This person could be a musician, okay? This person could be a poet. That their voice could be soothing and healing. And yet they choose it to manipulate people. Kill, steal, and destroy. Yeah, they're doing chaos magic on this Queen of Pentacles. But also, they're attacking the king. So, how do you know who her person is? How do you know who she's dating? Because her energy is so passive. It's almost like she don't have a clue what this person is doing to her. The Queen of Cups is out here. This is protective energy, okay? Temperance, this is protective energy. When you mind your business, I was talking about this earlier. It's like people, when the more you mind your business, the more people go after you. Because when you're not giving, it's like you're not giving any pushback. Oh, you must be weak. So let's go bother you some more. You know, I'm sure she has seen things, and she has probably had some run-ins with him or whatever, but she probably just water under the bridge and gone by her merry old way. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, he conjuring up chaos magic, and now he sees that she's dating somebody, and he's like, oh, well, I got to make sure that they don't get married. I got to mess with their finances. Let me try to mess with his finance. Okay, let me just destroy him. Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Swords. Let me just try to destroy him all the way. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. That is chaos. That is chaos. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. That's somebody who is, they either ain't going nowhere, they can't go nowhere. King of Cups in reverse, okay? This is something. This is something. This is just the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords, the Emperor in reverse, and the Empress in reverse. Look at this. Now, I really hope this is not a couple doing no damn sex magic. I really hope on somebody else. So y'all got together and y'all agree that y'all are going to invest time and money And y'all don't even love each other. Y'all don't even love each. You know, people buy bullshit all day long. They just do. It's a hot commodity. It's a hot commodity. Mm. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, this is, and this person shifted. So this is how I know a lot of time has gone by. That this person has been doing this for a long time. And now they didn't got somebody to join their team. Because this person was a king of wands and now they're in the emperor in the reverse. All that is time that has gone by. That's it. Time that has gone by. I had to take a snack. I needed a snack on this one, yeah. I'm over here eating chips. And they don't even love each other. Fake love. Fake love. The emperor and the empress, both of them in reverse. Well, it might be a match made in hell. Who knows? But they're definitely, man, I tell you, I hope y'all have y'all chips, popcorn, soda pop, water when y'all listening to these readings, because some of them you need some snacks. Okay. They only get together. Damn, this is crazy. They argue with each other. They intimidate each other. They fight each other. This Knight of Wands in reverse and the Page of Pentacles, it's like they only get together when they're both sexually frustrated. And then they think to do magic. But it's based off of, that is just this. I'm not going to have me and my person upset at each other. And also both of them are, mind you, he didn't got hurt. Somebody else about the bullshit. And now they're like, okay, I'll do this with you to attack these people. And then they do sex magic when they're sexually frustrated with each other. But they're both thinking about the magic that they're trying to do is against these people. I just think that's disgusting, but to each his own. To each his own. We not both going to be thinking about another man and a woman. No, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Because that's like jealousy. That's envy. She didn't board. And two, your karmic debt. She didn't join in on this. What is she getting out of this? Oh, she thinks if she don't participate in this, he's going to leave her. She's hoping, yeah, that's crazy. She's hoping that he'll marry her. That's what it is. She's hoping that he will marry her if she participates. But first of all, why you got to participate in this as a contingency to get married. If this man wants to marry you, you don't have to join in on those ritual. I mean, if that's unless that's his requirement. I mean, to each his own. Might be his requirement, and it looks like you said yes, whoever you are. Empress in reverse, insecure, can't have no kids, no more kids anyway. You think you the queen of the castle, but maybe she is. I mean, it's their castle if they got one. All right, you guys, I had to wipe my hands before I shuffle. Um, it just never ceases to amaze me. All right, since they all up in other people's business, tell me about this Knight of Wands in reverse, okay? Because this is like sexually frustrated energy. What did I say? What did I say? Didn't I say this is probably his requirement? He gave her that's he she felt like if she does this with him, then he will marry her. And what does this say? Key on a ring, many options, unconventional, one night stand, and string along. Okay. Family security. That's what she thinks she's getting. Okay. This is clarifying the Knight of Wands in reverse. We know the Knight of Wands in reverse energy is never, pleasure forever. Okay. This is a one night stand. This is string along. And I said they only, because that's the energy that I was picking up on. They only get together because the Knight of Wands in reverse could also mean someone who's, they're frustrated. They're hot-headed in so many ways, okay? It's somebody who's sexually frustrated. The Page of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands in reverse sometimes does, frozen in reverse, meaning they only speak and they only get together when they're sexually frustrated, okay? Heat melts ice, okay? So not speaking, stonewall, not taking action. That's in reverse. This is the, look at this, self-esteem in reverse. Insecurities in reverse, okay? So, and we got abundance, okay? We do have Page of Pentacles here. I don't know if she pays him, she probably takes care of him financially, or maybe she has to give him some money, pay off some of his bills. I'm not sure, but like I said, confirmed. Okay, confirmed. I just wanted to know. I just wanted to get clarification. Escape in reverse. Okay, so this person stops when she agrees that they can both fantasize about his ex and her, whoever her lover is. I can't make this shit up. Shapeshifter, mimicking. When she agrees that they both need to fantasize, that he can fantasize about his ex and who she's with, then that's the only time he touches her or allows her to touch him. And so, I mean, that sounds like he likes men and women. And obviously she's okay with that. If she's okay with that, that's fine. She must like men and women too, because she's fantasizing about his ex. Okay. That's okay. Non-committal independent. This man, she may think he's committed to her, but he's not. I just want to dig a little. They break. Exactly. They break no contact when she agrees to do the spell work with him. And then all of a sudden they back. Shape shifting, mimicking. She do what he tell her to do. Yeah, because they're not stably rooted and grounded. They don't care about each other. They really don't. Separation, yeah, they don't. Yeah, relationship connecting is in the reverse because they're not building. They're spying, okay? Social media tabs, proposal, commitment, legal matters. So after she does, then she starts talking about, so when we getting married and all this stuff. But meanwhile, she's watching him on social media. Okay. Somebody got blocked. Okay, because this King and Queen of Pentacles, okay, they probably know what you're doing. Because yeah, blocked and freedom. You're watching. Okay? You're watching. They know that you're watching them both, okay? Extreme. Harshness, cutting off, erratic decisions. They got all this time to do this, man. So after he says, okay, you can touch me if we do this, then she says, okay, well, we need to start talking about getting married and all this other stuff, and you need to block them out, and you know whatever the case may be, you need to cut them off. And all of a sudden, she wants to be extreme, and you need to, I think they have a family together. This ex that's spying on this King of Pentacles and this Queen, I think they must have a family together. I don't see why else like she would agree to this. I mean, I wouldn't agree to anything like that. But it's almost like because if you, yeah, I was hearing the word strategic strategy, strategic moves. If you're going to block this person from spying on their ex, yeah, something's not adding up. What other like, yeah, pictures, looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgia, making new um making new memories. They're not they're not dealing with each other. Something's real weird here. Something is really weird. Maybe she's just as weird as he. She gotta be. She's gotta be as weird as he is. So we have two couples here. One couple minding their business, being targeted. At first, they were being targeted by an individual. Now he didn't got his girlfriend or whoever she is to join in on the action. I keep getting cameras, so he must have pictures of her. He's still in love with his ex. That's why he spies on her. So how she know about it? Like I'm just trying to figure out how that goes. He still thinks he got a second chance. Okay. Mm. He still thinks he has a second chance with this person. But if I'm in a relationship with somebody and most about it, yeah, this connection does not inspire him. He is not inspired by her. It says listening to music. Didn't I tell you guys music was strong? So one of them, single parent. Yeah, they have kids together. So they have to stay in contact at they have some type of contact. But look, we have death. The relationship is over. No, didn't I say no second chances? I sure did. He thinks he can get a second chance. It says no second chances. Was dead is dead. Hmm. Breakup. He's acting like this just happened, but I'm telling you, To go from the King of Wands to the Emperor, that's a lot of time that has gone by. And breakup and endings, why is he acting like they just broke up? So sometimes people, when they are really obsessed with you, they feel like they create relationships in their head. They create, look, we got cheating and broken trust. She feels like he's cheating on her, but it's not with this ex. Okay, now he might be cheating. Okay, because this person, if he ain't touching her, and he don't want her to touch him, because that's the energy that I got. She can't just touch him. He does not give it up to her unless she agrees to do the magic against his ex. But this go round, she's like, okay, so now that we did spell work and we both fantasized about your ex, okay, can we get married now? Don't you think you should have agreed to the can we get married before you agreed to the I mean, because if you're going to do something like that, that's just Mm. Somebody feels like God failed them. They feel like God failed them. I'm getting it from this. Maybe that's why they're together. This card keeps coming out, old school in reverse. So outdated thinking. I think somebody got a rude awakening. Whatever she thought she knew based off of what he told her, times have changed. Okay? Times have definitely changed. Times have changed, and I think he really got his rude awakening. Ooh. Somebody got a rude awakening. We got honesty here, but we got backstabbing. Okay? Somebody's in for a rude awakening. It seems like the two of them, she agreed to this agreement. Let's both fantasize and do this about your ex, the mother of your children, and do spell work. And now, let's get married. Okay? Because now that they realize that what you thought you knew about this person, you don't know nothing. That's why nothing is working. You don't know nothing. Times have changed. Times have definitely changed. Yeah. All right, let's see. Tell me more about this. I mean, I'm only digging because since they put themselves out there, their energy is out there, and I definitely told you all that as soon as I tapped into his energy, now he backing up. It's like he got it. As soon as I pulled his energy in the reading, it's like he got a notification bell. And by the way, you guys, people do know. They know when you're talking about them, okay? They do. And I keep telling you, this guy is gifted, okay? He's gifted. Although he's corrupt. He's spiritually corrupt, but he's using his spiritual gifts for doom and gloom. But it's not easy to do what he has been doing in this reading. You have to believe that you can be able to do these things. But he's upset with God, and I'm just trying to figure out why you upset with God when you are spiritually gifted and you're using it to do this. You're using it to do this. It's like having a football field worth of property, good soil, good grass, proper rain. There's no pollution, and you just decide to not do nothing with it, and then you're mad because you're just like, I mean, and all you have to do is work it. But no, you want to go into another country and mess with their stuff and try to take their land and do this and do that. You got your, and then you're like, God, well, you're upset. Well, how come they got this and how come they got that? You got a whole big ass football field of land that's yours, that is protected. Everything is viable. Everything is great. You do have something. You do have something. As a matter of fact, you probably have more than that. If you work that land, maybe people live in small cities. They don't even have an inch to piss. Like between the door and the toilet. And you got a whole football field worth of land, and you mad at God because you're just like, well, how come these people got land and they're doing this and you got land? Go work yours. Go work your land. Okay. We have new love, renewed hope. That's what she wants. Look, she thinks this Empress in reverse. She thinks that now that she's done what he asked her to do, because remember, after he said, I need you to fantasize, in order for this to work, I need you to fantasize about my ex with me. I'm going to fantasize about her too. And as that's the only way you can touch me. And she's like, okay, well, we did that. So let's get married and let's block them. Because let's make your ex a single parent. Let's make it rough. Okay. Let's just be blissful and happy. New love, renewed hope. Okay. Let's do that. And then you got gossip. And then you got soulmate in reverse. Why? Because you go into a dark night of the soul. She don't look too good, do she? Look at her. She don't look too good. You go into a dark night of the soul. Why? Because you thought it was okay to spread rumors and do a smear campaign, okay, against his ex. You joined in the party. Okay. I said party, and the word party came out, but it came out in reverse because it ain't fun. Look, party in reverse, fun with friends. It's not. You're going through a dark night of the soul because that's karma on that ass. Because deep down inside, you did know better. You knew that that's not what you should have done. Now everybody's seeing your true colors. Your dark shadows are haunting you. And guess what? After you did all of that, where is he? Where is this man that said, in order for me to let you touch me, the only way for you to touch me is if we fantasize about my ex and who she's with. It's an unhealthy attachment. Now, she knew. She did. Because she's not stupid. She knew. Her intuition told her that that was not a good move to make. But she did it anyway. So now she's going through a dark night of the soul because she has to face her shadows. Okay? He can't do that for her. He cannot. Look at this. Moving on. Boxed up, empty shell, environment change. I bet so. I bet so. Who moved? Who moved, spirit? Who's all boxed up? Environment change, empty shell. That sounds like shallow energy to me. Empty shell. Sounds like shallow energy to me. All right. Returning, dissatisfied, Seven of Swords. Sounds like return to sender to me. That's I mean, environment change. Yeah, the energy shifted. The energy shifted. The Hangman in reverse talks about repeating negative patterns of, you know, being dissatisfied, not interested. Okay, yeah. The Seven of Swords. Uh, this is Aquarius energy. Um, this is shallow thinking as well. That's what I said. Yeah, this is shallow, low vibrational. The Eight of Wands in reverse with the Seven of Swords. The lies and the truth. You got duped. Who's calling on God now? Asking them to fill their cup. See, this person did know. She knew better. She knew better. Her finances are restricted. This is her dark night of the soul. Six of Cups in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. It's like she got spiritually demoted. The Magician in reverse and the Six of Wands in reverse. This is a failed attempt at spell work on this beautiful Nine of Pentacles, who grew up to be a lovely Queen of Pentacles. It's almost like time went back. I think she's reminiscing. Yeah, she's reminiscing. She's in her dark night of the soul and she's reminiscing way back when she had a chance to back out. Yep. The High Priestess in reverse with the Page of Wands, the Eight of Swords. Spirit told her this was going to get her nowhere but but suffering, okay? Dissatisfaction. She's reminiscing to way back when. And look, she was all geared up. This was jealousy. Very immature. Very immature. And playing the victim. Smear campaigns. She even has a little set of flying monkeys working with her. This Virgo in reverse and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, she's thinking back to when he first said to her before she even knew anything. Before he even started telling her his deep, dark, sick thoughts. Okay, but they were lies. They were lies. He, brought her into his. This man is, he needs help. His mind is not right, okay? His mind is not right. That Virgo energy. And then it's like he stopped working. He stopped doing anything. He stopped doing everything. He just wanted to, in his mind, he was going to finish what he started, which was sabotage and doom and gloom and everything else for this person in this person's life. Now, I will say this. I don't even see the energy of him actually wanting to be with her. He wants to be with her so that he can, in her face, do this. Okay? He's tired of being behind the curtains doing this to his ex. But I got strong Virgo. I got strong Virgo and Aries. It's a lot of air energy out here. It's a lot of mental energy out here. All this swords, the Ace of Wands in reverse. That's the only way he can get it up, is if he fantasize about his ex or think about his ex. Yeah, they're not happy together. They may live together, but it's not. Yeah. See, he feels like, I think they live together. He feels they're not sexually active, but he feels like being like that was a bad move to make. Now, I'm not getting the energy he feels like it's a bad move to make um because of what happened, but I'm getting that that's not where he really wants to be. Okay, but she does what he tells her to do. Okay, it's like she getting down with the program. Okay, but other than that, that's it. You know, I'm sure he probably has other people in his life who gets down with the program, who, who buys into his stuff, you know, buys into his. He probably cry and snot and sniffle and everything. I'm having nightmares and all this stuff, and they just buy it. They fall for it, fall into it. Wherever they fall, they falling for him. And his tears, he's constantly up at night. They can clearly see that something's wrong. But for whatever reason, because of course he has to manipulate them and lie to them too. I mean, if you can convince somebody to fantasize about your ex, if that's the only way you can touch them, is if you fantasize about their ex and who they're with, you got to be sick in your head too. Okay? That's they're not even doing it as a fetish. He's made this a life act, like his life purpose. This not even on a fetish level. It's not even like that. So, oh, whatever. Let's get some positive energy out here going. Let's get some positive energy out here. You know what? Spirit said, oh, this is a good one, you guys. I'm going to use another deck, but this message right here, Whispers of the Ghost. Pay attention to things and people that you don't normally pay attention to, and you may gain new insight. This right here, look. Pay attention to people, places, and things that you normally don't pay attention to. Um, you might gain new insight. I'm 100% sure that you will gain new insight. I'm just telling you. It's like every time you look at the Where's Waldo picture, you discover something. Okay. All right, Spirit. What messages do you have for the collective? Love. I still love. Okay. Romance, fantasy, noble, and firm love. Okay. We have dancing, dash for the objective. That's what he did. Veil Nebula, getting closer to the mysterious and beautiful truth. Getting closer to the mysterious and beautiful truth. We got confused. At the end there, she was a little lost and confused, but she knew better. Calmly analyze, clarify your thoughts, okay? Last but not least, we have newborn, okay? A great beginning. So, right. What do you have? What messages do you have for love? Okay. What messages do you have for love? And we have eternal love. Okay. Signs and synchronicities. Eternal love is your greatest strength. All right. Spirit, tell me about dancing. Okay, dance, dash for the objective, and then we have trust. Okay, I believe in life and my strength. Every moment guides me to the light. Everything on the road to growth is for my progress. Okay, dash for the objective. That may sound like it's telling you to rush or just jump out there. But everything on the road to growth is for your progress. So, uh, dashing doesn't necessarily mean quick. It means just go for it, like dart. You just, straight line. Okay, just go for it. Veil Nebula, getting closer to the mysterious and beautiful truth. So we have the frozen land. Even in coldest places, there are flames of hope. Okay, so in the mysteries of whatever it is, there the truth is there, right? Okay, and for some of you, when it seems dark and cold, uh, there's truth. Okay, there's hope. There's some hope somewhere. You just have to find it. Um, Signs and synchronicities. Okay, and if you're confused, you need to analyze. All right. Because a lot of times people are in the frozen land when they're confused because they don't know what to do. When you're confused, take one step at a time. All right. I saw the mountain ahead of me and gave it my all. And that's what we should do. Okay. One small step at a time. I make progress by focusing on the present moment, the task at hand. As a result, I regain a good life. So you guys, just what I'm getting from these messages, this is guidance. Okay, this is a lot of guidance. We started with love. Okay, eternal love, clarifying love. This is like, what do? You start with love. Okay, you find your objective and then you go for it. You make a go for it. All right, but every step on the road is progress. Okay, it doesn't matter what you pass or what you that contributes, that adds to the sum total of the progress that you've made. If you feel stuck, confused, or lost, or whatever the case may be, even in confusing moments where you're just like, I don't know, I can't figure this thing out, there's always a sign, and there's always the beautiful truth, as this message says. Okay, and the reason why it's saying beautiful truth, because people sometimes say the truth can be a hard pill to swallow, or the harsh truth. No, this is the beautiful truth. Okay, so when something is beautiful, it makes you want to take a step towards it. You want to get closer and admire it. And then the next message said one step at a time. Okay, so just one step at a time. All right, stay in your own lane, and you have to make a decision. Okay, a great beginning starts with decision making. All right, I choose positive energy, light and calm. Okay, I choose happiness no matter what I experience. I overcome fear and inform God of my thoughts. Why? Because God can give you guidance when we talk to God. It's not that God is out the loop. That's not the case. It's just that God doesn't override our will, even if we're suffering. Okay. Sometimes divine intervention is necessary because some people get, it's like we need divine support. There's nothing wrong with divine support. The guardian of Guardian of the heart. So we started with love and we're ending in love, okay? Guard your mind and find inner peace, okay? We have travel companion. Meet new companions on an uncharted journey. Sometimes the journey is lonesome, but even people who are not operating out of love and light, even they know that a travel companion is appreciated and necessary. Okay, because look at what this dumb fool did. He sold his bullshit, and he didn't got somebody to support him on his journey. Okay, somebody is always willing to. You just have to find them. Okay, you have to find them, and when you can't find them yourself, call them to you. And when it seems like nobody's answering the call, okay, say, okay, God, how do you make this work? Okay, how do you make this work? How do I get the people to come to me? How do I get travel companions? It's lonely. Or how do I get rid of some of these people? Okay, I got too many people with me. I don't want all these people with me. How do I get rid of these people? Whatever it is that you need, okay? So there's always a way in and a way out of the maze. There's always a way in, and as long as there's a way in, there's a way out. All right? So on that note, I'm going to close with some angel numbers, and that'll be it and all. Let me get my angel message. All right, Spirit God, what messages do you have for the collective by way of angel numbers? Okay. So we have number 27. I am expressive. Your mind is wide open, and you are tolerant and compassionate toward all ways of life. You value freedom of expression and want to improve the conditions of people, whether in your community, country, or the world at large. I don't remember pulling number 27, or if I have, it must have been a while ago, but it's just these words are, they don't sound like something I've repeated often. We have the number 20. I am harmonious. You relate to others on an almost cosmic level. You are dedicated to building harmonious relationships of all kinds. You have the ability to persuade others to your point of view by using gentle means. Now, you know this can be manipulated. This type of energy can be manipulated. And I honestly believe that the true essence and nature of this masculine who did all this nastiness and got somebody to join him or people to join him, I believe the true essence and nature of this person, that is this. They have the ability to persuade others to their point of view by using gentle means. There's a difference between persuasion and manipulation. It depends on the intentions, okay? So then, last but not least, we have the number 0. So we have 2 2s, 2 zeros, and 1 7. All right, y'all, for those of y'all who play them numbers, 702. Okay, I am limitless. There is no beginning and no end. All is infinite. It is time to develop your spiritual side. You are gaining new sight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. I am limitless, okay? 2 2s, 2 zeros, and a 7. 7 and 2 is 9. Someone's birthday could be September 2nd. That's Virgo energy. 207 could be significant. 702 could be significant, okay? 920, 209. 27, 027. Okay. Anyway, we have a master number 33. I am expanding. Any positive changes or projects you are considering right now will be worth your while. I don't know. 702. If somebody out here playing some numbers, 702 keep ringing. Expect that your power to manifest and create will be heightened. All right. Thank you for listening to the messages here. If the message resonated, just know that whenever you feel that, and one of these messages said, pay attention to people, places, and things that you normally don't pay attention to. You will discover that's a way to. People find out that they're being watched, stalked, and sometimes it be on accident. People don't be thinking about. The average person is not worried about being stalked. Okay. Like, that's something we like to watch in TV and movies and etc., right? So that's not something that people, unless you've been stalked before. You can be hyper vigilant and not paranoid. You can be hyper vigilant and not anxious, worried, and obsessed, okay? Just be vigilant. Just pay attention. Just at least one day of the week, just look real good at your surroundings, okay? The person that's always sitting at the first table when you walk into Starbucks and their back is always to the glass, they always have on shades and a hat or whatever the case may be. This time you walk in, stop and look. And I'm not saying be a creep. At least look at their shoes. What kind of shoes are they wearing? Okay? Do something. Take notice. It just may mean something. Okay. All right. If you want to book a private personal reading, when this video is finished and uploaded and processed, you can go to any video and go to the description, because I don't think I put it in this video. I just hit the record button. Yeah, any video, just go to it, and in the description, it'll tell you how to book a personal private reading. And until the next time, with love and light, namaste, ashe.